email is like, hey man, like I really liked what you did with dynamic soundtrack and TVGP. I really need a logo for Pup because the one I made is just garbage. Um, do you have any free time to do that? And he basically sent back a logo. And I was like, man, you are the best.
Yeah. But Flaming Elk, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't checked his DeviantArt page in a while.
I haven't either.
That is something. Oh shit! Did I close it? No, I didn't. Good. Minimize. Oh man.
One of those days where you just close Skype.
Yeah. So after golf on Saturday,
Oh,
we were having our little like after golf meeting where
sure.
we just sit around and have a couple pops. And I'm trolling Facebook, and the Displace thing came up, and I saw they had a steel Berserk print.
Ooh.
I'm like, that's awesome. Let me see. Like, go in here, and it took forever to find it. And I'm like, and it has like a horrible quote at the bottom. I was like, I can't buy this now.
Why would you put a quote on there? Come on, guys.
Like, it just, what was it? It was something. If you disturb me, I will kill you. That
No,
is
come
not
on.
that character at all.
Yeah,
If
that's
anything, it
not.
should be Casca. Ah.
Yeah. All you need to do is like have a back shot of him with the sword like either next to him or kind of across the back.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, with like a reddish orange splash behind him, and it was just kind of like the
The sword.
Bob Ross mountain streaks. You know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah.
about?
Hmm.
Yeah. And man, it was disappointing. I was really excited.
You know what? That's what I hate. Like, I would rather if someone makes a poster or makes a print or one of those things that just leave a quote off of it because the quote you're going to pick is never gonna work. Like, just make
Very,
it look visually cool.
very rarely do they work.
Yeah.
Uh, I need. Oh,
Oh,
you are passed the fuck out.
yeah. See if I got an email about an interview next week.
Oh, that Shadow Warriors. I was already all in on that.
Was that
Did
a
you watch
gameplay
it?
thing?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I heard they released like 20 minutes of gameplay.
It's it's everything that game needs to be.
Nice. I mean, I'm already sold, so.
Come on, it was almost a gun right out of Shadows of the Damned, where it's got all these skulls on it, and you
Oh,
flip
really?
open the lid and you pop a new skull like underneath it, and just flick it, and the bullets kind of fall over.
Oh, man. There's a gun from Shadows of the Damned in Enter the Gungeon.
Which one?
Let me look it up.
The Penetrator?
No, somebody pointed it out on one of my
Or is it the machine gun that shoots teeth?
No, it's not that one. Let me pull up the gun list here. Come on, where did this go? There it is. Oh, that's clever. No, that's the Vertebrae K-47. That's not it. It looks a lot like that other gun, and I always... Oh, there's the mine cutter from Dead Space in there.
Oh, the line cutter?
Yeah, but they call it the mine cutter.
Oh.
It shoots it shoots the three lines first off, and then when you reload it, it flips and just shoots the other the alternate shots.
Nice.
Where the heck did this gun? Oh, the skull spitter. Fires homing skulls.
Oh, that's like the rocket launcher.
Yeah. Yeah, someone on YouTube was like, "Hey, that's the thing from Shadows of the Damned." I was like, "Oh, I did not catch that."
This is awesome. They continually update this website,
What site?
the Pied Piper site for
Oh,
Silicon
really?
Valley. Yeah, because they just changed like last week when I shared it with you last time.
Mm.
It had the Richard Hendricks guy, like he was grayed out because he was going to quit,
Mm.
like on the site, and now it has the new CEO and the whole sales team above, and then the programmers, and then there's Eric Bachman at the bottom as a board member in the smallest circle you could possibly find.
That's amazing.
The show was brilliant. And they already have like because they just he was explaining the product, like what Pied Piper's like compression technology does, and you're like, well, how do we sell that? I mean, what do we say? It's not marketing. It's like, no, we're going to go with the freemium model where we give it to everyone and then we charge for premium services. But how do we sell that like right now? It's like, it's not like a little thing you put in a box over in the corner. That's great. How do we sell that? And his whole turned into this thing. And now they're selling this box. And they have a picture of the box up on the website now. They just dropped that last week.
That's amazing.
And it's a cool site, too. Like, it's...
I hope somebody's cataloging all these changes. Like, I hope there's some wiki page deep in the internet where it's like, all right, this episode, they made all these changes to the page, and then the next episode, they did all this.
I hope like it was like a GeoCity site when they first put it up.
Yeah. Some free blog spot site.
Yeah. Well, they have a blog.
Oh, of course.
They have their picks of their pictures of the week.
Holy crap! It is cold. Jeez. Excuse me. All right, you ready to kick this thing off? I think we have a lot to talk about this week.
We do. Sure.
It's that Twitch delay getting you again. Oh, God. All right.
She said douchebag that smiles with both teeth. Both sets of teeth.
All right, I gotta start watching that this week. I'm gonna put that on my list of things, my list of chores this week. Start Silicon Valley.
I think it was once you get through that first episode, you'll be like, I love this show.
Yeah. Slash.
Oh my God, Boomer! What?
Let's give him his minute. Oh God, the jugular.
You're so small. Why do you have bear claws?
Why do they hurt so bad?
No. Ow. All right, come up. Don't claw at me. Just come up here. Come on.
I like causing you pain. I like that he comes up and his ears are totally flat. Yes, that's the good stuff.
I feel like a villain.
Please send Mr. Bond in.
I'm ready for you now.
No, I expect you to die. Oh, God.
That is one of the best lines from any Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you say? I expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
So good.
Goldfinger's been on a lot lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like I'm getting a hug. Like he has a paw on either side of my shoulders.
I think there's no question how much that dog loves you. Slash loves to get pets.
Even though I cannot stand this dog. I do. This one drives me insane. Yes, you drive me crazy.
Just be good and sleep like the other dog. I'm gonna make out with you again. Just like you just needed to look at him. No cables will hold me back.
Okay. Are you gonna get down? Good.
What did he run into?
I think I have like one of those old wire CD cases or CD holders that I had taken apart and it's just laying there in pieces on the floor, and he just landed on the board that it's sitting on.
Oh God! Welcome to the pre-show, everyone.
Nice scratch marks here.
He likes it rough.
It's like when he'll get up underneath my feet, and then like I have the little wedge gap in between my legs and the keyboard tray, and his little head nose like right in there.
Just boop.
Keep going up and just keep moving and shaking.
Oh man!
All right,
you ready to start?
proceed.
All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of That Video Game Podcast. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me, as always, Mr. Knobs.
Hey-o.
Let's just get right into it. Knobs, what have you been playing this week that has Mushroom Men in it?
Mushroom Men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably only one game.
I have not used the Mushroom Man yet.
Oh.
All right, so Monday Night Game Night was another fun night for a few of us because now everyone's hating on Left 4 Dead again. Only took a month.
Yeah, it sounds about
right. A month
right.
to realize everyone hated that game.
God, people just go through brand new games so fast nowadays. Love it, then you hate it. Man.
I don't understand it. Like, maybe because I have a different mindset when I'm playing Left 4 Dead. I understand the comment is there to be a hindrance.
Yeah.
Because without the comment, there is no way the special would have a chance.
Unless you spawn them as soon as you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too much time that there needs to be something to fill that void and to open opportunities. Like, they literally are just there to cause chaos.
And a zombie infection isn't very good if you only have like 4 zombies to fight.
Yes, and it's crazy. I do think they hold you up just a little too much.
Yeah.
Like it's I think that's the combination of two things, that they're there to shoot, and the fact that they slow you down, like physically slow your movement down so much that it makes it nearly impossible to get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it frustrating, but it's supposed to be frustrating.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like I get frustrated and I can't get a clean shot off to save somebody or something, but I need to be better to clear everything off of me and then attack.
Yeah.
Instead of just, you can't focus and tread through water to get somewhere. Like, you are going to be encumbered by the amount of physical meat hands that are on you.
Yeah.
Meat hunks, as they are in the moon. But yeah, I still love playing that game. Like, I just do. There's something magical about being able to, that adversarial arena that I really, really do enjoy.
I think Left 4 Dead, for me, I think it's one of the few games that makes me understand why people would still be playing like Counter-Strike.
Yes.
Even nowadays, where it's a game that clicked with you, and every single time you play it, you either have fun or you can recognize that you got stomped by a way better team.
Yes. Yeah, and like there's a method to that madness. And there was a time when we were all having that fun. We were seeing the Matrix.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
could see the code.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Probably going back to Battlefield 4 just to appease the common folk.
Appease the masses.
Appease the masses.
The plebes.
I'm still gonna throw my hat in the ring and let's play Left 4 Dead. Or I think we ended up playing Peggle till like 2 in the morning after Left 4 Dead.
That's always a good time.
Man, there's something about Peggle though. I mean, that game, we yell at each other all the time. Like, the whole time we're playing this game.
Yeah.
Like, it is the sunniest game in the world.
Well, the cuter the game, the worse off you have to be.
Oh man, do we compensate for that in spades. It is ridiculous. And then us just yelling at each other, at ourselves, like how bad we are at that game. Like I was doing so poorly that first game, I didn't think I had a chance to win.
Yeah.
But you know, I felt a little tickle in my throat, and I got a little sick at the end. Got a little fever dream going, and landed in the 50K and won.
Whoa.
Like, it was ridiculous.
It's a last-minute victory.
Oh yeah, and I am like jumping up and like in my base or in my family room, like all happy.
2 in the morning, like yeah,
nailed it.
What you get when you mess with a warrior.
It's surgical. And then I think the next game I had like 3 shots where I hit 0 pegs.
Yeah.
Like just, is that even possible?
Peggle giveth and Peggle taketh away.
It does.
That's a quote that should go on a metal print.
Yeah, that should be on there.
Yeah.
Right behind guts.
Yeah. Watch the pre-show, everyone.
Yeah. Let me see. Finally got a chance to pick up my copy of Battleborn. I didn't get a chance to play it until Wednesday because I went to Best Buy at 9 o'clock and they were closed after my golf league, and I was really, really disappointed.
I thought they closed a little bit later than that, but all right.
I did. Well, I guess summer hours is 10, but
well, summer hours. I'm so sorry, Best Buy.
Well, I mean, it's been perpetually springish.
Yeah.
Like Ohio springish, where there's always a threat of snow.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be happier with this game.
Yeah.
It was everything to me that the beta was. Like, the game's fun. There are so many characters to play with. And I think that would be a very hard game to review because they're like all the characters are so different.
How many are there?
From each other. There's 26.
Wow. Okay, so it's like a fighting game lineup.
Oh yeah, it looks like the Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like when the characters select.
Did they break them down into like these ones are shooters, these ones are healers?
You have to know that.
Okay.
But if you go into your command center, where it actually has like the entire roster, and you can open up and look at and change whatever skin or whatever you have unlocked and whatnot, and go in and it'll say like they are blah 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 this class, and are they either easy, complex, versatile, or what was the other one?
Like masterful or something.
I don't know, something like that. Like, you know, there are ones that are rated as like pushers. Dang it, I can't remember any of these words.
It's one of those things. Like a year from now, you'd be like, "Oh, I mean, we were a team full of pushers, and we find a bunch of pullers and a bunch of tanks."
Yeah, like once I get the terminology down.
Yeah.
Since this is technically my first MOBA.
Right.
But yeah, essentially, Battleborn is a hero class shooter. It is essentially all it is, and there's going to be certain things that characters are good at. I decided to stick with the character that I played the beta with, which is Oscar Isaac, or Oscar Mike. Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. That'd be a great game. Oh, here's Battleborn, all these crazy space people, and Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, why not?
You know him from Star Wars.
Yeah. From Star Wars and Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Dance with Robots, baby. Anyway, but yeah, I decided to sit with him and completely go through his entire tree, and he is just. I think if anyone is curious about this shooter, go with the most basic character that you can understand.
You start with your Ryu.
He's got an assault rifle. He's got a grenade launcher, and he's got an AOE airstrike attack.
Yeah, nice.
Like. And it's pretty, you know, it's pretty cut and dry on how you need to play his character. The DNA tree, which I think is brilliantly implemented. So every match you go into, you can level up to 10 times. And every 10 levels, you have a double helix that you hit up on your D-pad, hit left or right, select which mutator you want to go or which way you want to follow. And you're not bound to left side, right side. Like you can go left.
Oh, you
right,
just pick all the way down. And that resets every match?
Every match.
Okay, cool.
So you cannot go head on into a match like fully loaded up.
Yeah.
So it gives you an incentive to kill things efficiently and just keep keep pounding through and getting as much level as you can as fast as you can.
That's one of the things that I like from MOBAs, is that idea that everybody is starting off at the same level, and then you get to, per match, you get to choose the way you want to build that character over the course of the match, and you only get to build it as far as you're doing. You know, you can, if you're doing really well, you can level up faster. You can start pushing back against the other team. But if you're really not doing well and your team isn't doing well, you're going to sort of scrape and scrabble for each one of those upgrades.
Right. And those upgrades are great. Like, I love, like, so I usually, with Oscar, like, I pick instant, like, instant exploding grenades. Like, as soon as they hit the ground or hit something, they blow up.
Nice.
Then I'll usually go with tactical stealth. So my shields are really buffed when I'm invisible, and it's great. Like, it's the character, like the way they talk in the game is awesome. It's like sneaky mode, kink.
So it still has that Gearbox.
Oh yeah,
humor to it.
It's definitely a Gearbox game.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of fun. And then I'll pick I go sneaky. Then I'll go to napalm grenade. And it's like, nades on nades. It's like, it's awesome. He's so great. Like, his taunt, he does like a one-arm push-up. He's like, working out's important. I work out. Like, he's just a lot of fun. And he's like best friends with the guy that Tomsy's been playing a lot with, Montana, the guy with the giant Gatling gun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Samson. I didn't know you were under the chair.
Oh, my dog face.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Okay, now you're under my feet.
Okay. That's happening.
Anyway, so anyway, I go to that one, and I just kind of keep working on that. During the course, now I have him at, I think, command level 9. Through like every character has got 15 levels.
Okay.
Like, and it's like the level master, like the character mastery that has all their unlocks. And there is a third mutator. It's like a Y mutator, like that fills right down the middle. So now you have left, right, or Y. Some of them are great. The last one is, I either can turn, like, your choices are space lasers.
Nice.
And the right one is a larger AoE concussive attack, so it just makes everyone dizzy. Or there's one you call an airstrike on your position. So essentially, you're just running around like this, and giant missiles are landing behind you.
That's pretty great.
But what's awesome is you can do that in stealth mode, so you're invisible the whole time, just dropping bombs on everybody. Geez. It's phenomenal,
man.
But the cool thing that thing does is, so you can play in private servers or public servers. The private servers, like, I've been playing my way through the campaign. Like, there's 8 levels that are, I mean, 100% replayable. Like, there's so much going on in these things that I don't really see them being boring at some time.
And you probably want to play through some of them with other characters too, to get your feet wet with those guys, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: none of them are safe space.
Oh, like, okay.
That has a live system too. That you have 5 respawns that you're allowed. And then you can find additional lives by opening crates and stuff in the world. So you're not completely locked in at 5, but you have a finite number of respawns, or you 100% fail.
Right.
And those respawns are shared through everyone.
Oh, jeez.
So if 2 of you go down, you just burn 2 lives. You're down to 3.
Oh, jeez.
And that game does not mess around. Like, you really need to be on point, know how to use your character effectively in these different areas. Like, I could not imagine getting through a melee character on some of these levels by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, they are tough. But anyway, back to the opening of the game. That might be the longest intro to a game I have ever played.
Really? All I've heard about it is the animated stuff is really good.
And really long.
Oh, really?
Like, it is a good 15-20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Not counting gameplay.
You get a whole, like, Saturday morning cartoon going on there.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, with commercial breaks.
Right.
Which is the gameplay. But But they start you off with one of the rogue characters, Melik. She's got like this demon crazy hand and a gun. Her gun's really good. Like most of the characters are, even the melee based, do have some sort of projectile attack. I think so. I think I've been doing a couple varied characters, the other characters I've played with, but hers is really cool because every time you reload, you shoot a grenade, and as that grenade goes out, by the time it explodes, you're already reloaded.
Oh wow!
Like I could see you can pump so much lead with her, even though she's really hard to unlock, from what I could tell. So you open up the game. I think you have 5 characters unlocked right from the rip. But yeah, so I've been kind of going through. I played as the Hawk, Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
His taunts are the chicken dances from Arrested Development.
That's amazing. I already love this game.
Like the cuckoo, yeah. Or the cook. Like he does both of those. It's like, I don't know what this is. I saw it on a TV show.
That's great.
But his character, literally, he's just a rocket launcher character. Like, it's all he has is a rocket launcher.
Oh, wow.
I think his third taunt, he literally goes, oh, a baby bird's out a rocket.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, like, I was hoping his character was going to be a lot of fun, but the splash damage isn't all that great for a rocket launcher character.
Oh, yeah. So
you really can't milk stuff, but he does crazy damage. And then I played this other guy, Claudius, and he's like this giant mech dude that you have to rescue, and he's kind of a D right from the start. Like as you're going into this mission, he's like, I don't need your help. I don't need. And then all of a sudden this giant ship warps down. He's like, yeah, maybe I could use a little. But yeah, like all the lines are really snappy. There's one mission where one of the giant robots, they all look the same. These giant spiderly looking robot things. There's one where he's so happy just to be there with you guys, even though he's literally marching to his doom.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what a death march is, but I can't wait to talk to you guys about it when I get back.
It's very much like Gortys from Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really, really happy-go-lucky. Like, I don't know, guys. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Good job. Get your heels over here, guys. Like, he's awesome. And then later, and you run into another one that's literally like the library. He's like, why do I have to be the library? Jeff got to be a giant spider. This is ridiculous. That sounds so cool. Oh man, it's really, really fun and colorful, and just the shooting is right on, it's spot on.
Yeah.
I really like this. Last night, Tomsy and I decided, we were testing the waters in multiplayer, which we are horrible at. But there's one mission where you're marching you're pretty much escorting these robots or these minions to Miniac for points. So they go into this trash compactor, and however many you kill, you get X number of points for the size and value that these things are.
Right.
So you're either going to escort these things, or you're going to try and blow up the other teams.
Right.
So you have to kind of pick and divide out who's doing what and when and where.
Right. And
yeah, that game was crazy fun. Like, Tomsy and I, we were like, I think I died 37 times in this match. Like, it was absurd.
Yeah.
How many times I died? I think I killed like 8 people. Like, I was like 8 and 37.
Jeez.
But like, yeah, so there's all this stuff, and you're using shards to buy like stuff in the game. Oh, the equipment system is almost set up like burn cards were in Titanfall. Except
okay.
You can keep using them. They're not just one-offs. But
right.
You use your in-game currency that you have to find in the world to use them.
Oh wow.
So there's
Boop. Sorry, we just got distracted by someone making a racist joke in Twitch. Goodbye.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like, what?
What are these words together?
Yeah, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's something that I really hope more people play it because it's really fun. I think in the second level where you meet the really happy robot, and there's this character Cleese that's just this ornery old man. He's like, "Why is this an arms factory?" And you go through this corridor, and there's these two giant arms around. And Galt's like, "Yeah, man, they just move boxes around and stuff, but every once in a while they'll fist bump. Oh, there they go. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it." It's like, ah. And one does a point, and the other one does the blow up.
Right.
And these things are huge. Like, they're taking up, like, almost the whole screen.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. And I think I was playing with Tom's, he totally missed it, too. Because we were, like, pushing the whole time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the game's really good. I really like it a lot.
I hope it has legs.
I hope the community sticks around with it.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a lot of people got sucked away by the Overwatch beta.
Pretty good timing on Blizzard's part.
Kind of on purpose, two very similar games to each other.
Yeah.
And one has Blizzard money, so...
Yeah. Well, the other one has 2K money, so...
Yeah,
2K's got a lot of cash to throw around.
They do.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, and I think after recently, a few of the missteps that Gearbox has taken, but this game is everything. Like, these characters are bananas.
Yeah.
Every one of them are fun and just crazy dumb fun. So I'm definitely going to be around this game for a while. I hope enough people get to pick it up and we can do some Monday night game night with it.
Yeah, throw some invites at Knobs, JKnobs33 or JKnob33 on Xbox Live.
Because I would really like to see us play this on the regular, because I think there's enough varied, and there, like you said, there are 26 characters.
Yeah, there will be a character you'll enjoy playing.
Yeah, and I guess the DLC is going to take it to 30.
Oh wow!
So I don't know what they could possibly have in the wings, other than probably Claptrap is going to be in there at some point.
That would be great / terrible.
Yeah, or Jack. I hope Jack's in this game.
Yeah.
That would be the best thing ever. But the game's really cool. It's got a really great villain. Even like the opposition side is really cool. They're just fun. This game's a lot of fun. I really like it.
Yeah.
And I downloaded Battleborn Tap.
Oh, okay.
And boy, does my hand hurt.
What is this? I haven't heard of this.
So Battleborn Tap is it's set up. It looks like an old school Final Fantasy game, except you have to tap the screen to shoot.
Oh, so it's like an Android iOS thing?
Yes, it's an Android iOS. So it's a tap, 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 tap.
Sure.
So just to shoot. The faster you tap, the faster you shoot.
Okay, putting in those amplitude figures.
So I'm there like doing like one of these, and then you can spawn in additional characters like Final Fantasy style, like where you get to the little miniaturized version of them, and they're just shooting and stuff, and they're there forever and just shooting more stuff for you. And then you can call in their bigger strikes and whatnot, or their specials. So yeah, I don't know what's the point of me playing this, because it's not linked to anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does it link up to your shift count and unlock stuff?
Link up to your shift account, you get a gold skin for, like, I think a character. Okay. I don't see anything else you can work towards other than maybe some gear. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, so there's that. I really wanted to try Hot Shot this week, but didn't really get a chance to.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, Marvel Academy.
Yes.
Slowly working my way through that thing.
Yeah, they started the Civil War event.
Civil War, yeah.
I actually really like... So, we were talking about this a little bit. Musa and I were talking about this yesterday. I really like the whole conceit of the Marvel Avengers Academy is, since they're all in high school or whatever, it's almost like a G-rated Marvel universe. So the whole thing about Civil War is both Tony Stark and Captain America want to protect the school from Hydra, but they disagree on how to protect the school, so they're both going to do it at the same time. And like,
see who does it better.
Yeah, basically. And like some parts of the school are taking sides with either one of the camps, but it's never really like, the only thing that happens is, you know, one of the first things you do is you unlock a different costume for Black Widow, and Wasp gets jealous about it because she's over on the Captain America team. But that's really about all of the bad stuff that happens. And I kind of like that it's a...
Who wore it better?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a cool take on the Marvel universe, where it's never, ever too serious.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much all I played this week.
I downloaded and played, like, maybe an hour of the Overwatch beta. It seems interesting. It's obviously highly polished, since it's Blizzard. I like that there's something like 24, 26 characters in there. And they have it broken down on, when you go to pick your characters, they have it broken down to 4 different types. It's, support, defense, healing, and then, like utility or something. I don't remember. But when you go pick a character, you can see all their skills. It's very much the same as Battleborn, where you have 2 primary skills, like 1 special skill, and then your ultimate skill that you're kind of building up to throughout when you're killing enemies. And they give them, instead of what Battleborn does, where it has these different categories of characters, it just gives them a star value. So 1-star characters are really easy to use, 3-star characters are complex to use. It seems pretty good. It has a good tutorial. The default character they give you through the tutorial is very much the same thing with Battleborn, where it's, a dude with a machine gun, and, his alternate fire is like a grenade launcher, something like that. It seems pretty good. It's very much the same 5v5 competitive co-op. Capture these points by standing in them, capture 2 points to finish a match. The rounds seem pretty short. That's not really a bad thing, but we were finishing rounds in 2 to 5 minutes when we were playing online.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of fun. It's kind of nice that you don't have to sit in there and play. I was only playing the mode that was go to this area, stand in this area, and capture it. I get the impression that there's another mode that is, the same Team Fortress 2 sort of, let's escort this minecart through the level. It seems like it's very much a standard, Team Fortress 2 style thing.
That was the funny thing with the multiplayer, that the one match that we played with the Miniac thing, that match took about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have that real push and pull, like that can take quite a while. The thing I do like that Overwatch does, and it's kind of, these are kind of 2 sides of the same coin, where Overwatch or Battleborn takes more influences from MOBAs, where it's very much you pick a character and you're building it over the life of the match. What Overwatch does is you're never sticking with one character. When you die, you can absolutely switch to another character. Or when you go back to like your home base where the enemies can't get into, you can switch to another character at any point. I kind of like that, because that means your squad never really gets to the point where, everybody rolls out as a healer and you're just going to lose because you don't have a balanced team. You can switch up, you can play another character you like, stuff like that. Overwatch seems good. I mean, it's a Blizzard game, so it's going to be of a quality. I just don't know if these games are really for me in general. I really wish I would have played the Battleborn beta, because it sounds like that is maybe something I'm a little bit more interested in, at the very least from like a graphical, like bright color and humor standpoint. But
yeah, it's kind of how I felt too, because the more I watched, and the more I was watching some gameplay footage of Overwatch, it just seemed like, to me, and just for oversimplifying the term a little bit, hero class Team Fortress, and that's, Team Fortress is a game that never really clicked with me.
Yeah, I mean, the beta lasts for 2 more days, so I would, you get into it really quickly, so I'd recommend downloading it and trying it. But it sounds like Battleborn is more up your alley anyway. I did play the demo on 3DS for Pocket Card Jockey, which everyone was talking a lot of really great praise about. Yo, this game is really good. So basically, it's a horse racing game where...
Oh, no. Another one?
No, it's not like that, though. We're definitely no breeding or anything. But to make your horse race faster and have more energy to race, in between segments of the race, you're playing solitaire, basically. I don't know if you remember that game I talked about a long time ago that was... crap, what was that? The solitaire golf game that was on iOS?
Fairway Solitaire.
Fairway Solitaire. Same thing. It's basically, hey, you put a 2 in the pile, you can either play an ace or a 3. You put a 3 in the pile, you can play a 2 or a 4. And the more cards you clear off of that that board before the time runs out, the more energy your horse will have to race faster. It's really good.
Is it by the same company?
No, I don't know who it's by. It's by a Japanese company, I believe. But there's something about it. It
seems so weird.
It's really weird, and the demo was surprisingly pretty long. But there's something about how they presented that game, and there's something about being able to play both sides of that game, because there's certain stuff you can do while your horse is racing while you're not playing solitaire that's a little too complicated to explain without someone playing it. But there's something about juggling between these two things that seems really, really cool. So there's a demo out on 3DS. I absolutely recommend you guys try it. It's a free demo, and spend like an hour with it, and it's really weird. It's really weird, and it's really great. I started and finished the TVGP Game Club game of the month, Spec Ops: The Line.
Ooh, what'd you think of that?
I really wish I would have played this earlier. This is an incredible game.
Really?
I'm
still like, I felt like I'm still on the fence about it.
You should play it. I think
okay.
It's a game that I'm gonna try not to spoil it, even though it's a couple years old. It came out in 2012. It's a game that starts out as generic military Middle Eastern shooter, and over the period of, it took me about 5.5, 6 hours. It's really not a long game. Over the course of that time, it's an incredible descent into madness that has amazing voice acting from now I forget his name. It's the guy who did Nathan Drake.
Oh my god!
As soon as I was like, oh, that guy,
Nolan North.
Thank you. Incredible voice acting from Nolan North. Amazing voice acting from the other two dudes in your squad, and an ending that was flat out incredible. And I knew that Spec Ops: The Line was well regarded because there was something underneath the surface. It immediately looks like we're going to go into this place, we're going to shoot the hell out of a bunch of people, and rah rah America. And it couldn't be any more the opposite of that. And I am just flabbergasted that this game was number one that good, and I'm a little upset I waited this long to play it. So I can't recommend it enough. I played it on PC, and my computer is a couple years old now, and it ran incredibly well. And if you're interested in watching my playthrough, check out bossinhand.com for my YouTube channel. A new episode every day. But yeah, go play Spec Ops: The Line, everyone. But you have to stick through it the entire time, because I think even up until the very last area, it doesn't tie itself up with a bow until the very, very, very end. And it's good. I meant to look if it's backwards compatible on Xbox One, and I didn't. I'll look it up between segments. I played more Enter the Gungeon, of course. I unlocked some new guns. One of them is the microtransaction gun, which is incredible, and it's such a good joke that I will not spoil. It's like the very last gun you unlock, and it's hilarious and terrible at the same time. And then
Does it charge you?
I'm not going to spoil it because you have to spend so much in-game money to get it, and it's a really great joke and a really great. The description is like, nobody involved wanted to make this gun, but pressure from the higher ups made us. It's like, and it's really good. The other new gun I unlocked was the bait gun, which it's a charge gun, and when you fire it, it just shoots a piece of meat, and whenever that piece of meat lands, a tiger comes out from off screen and mauls an enemy to death. And that's all it does. This game is so good. It's so ridiculous. So yeah, go buy Enter the Gungeon. It's really good. I hope it comes out on Xbox One at some point, because then I would recommend Hobbs picking it up, because it's really great. And last but not least, we were talking about Marvel Avengers Academy. I played some more Bravely Second, and I'm about 7 hours through, and I got through the prologue now. I have my full party. The two people that came back from the first game are the two characters that I like. If you finish the first game, you know which two characters those are. It's still fine. My brother and I have been talking about it lately, and it's okay. I think the first one really captured something, and was really something special, and I think Bravely Second is at some points literally retreading that exact same ground. The first dungeon that I went through that wasn't like the intro tutorial dungeon is one of the final dungeons from the first game. And you climb through the same 4 floors with the same music, and you're doing the exact same thing you were doing before. Which is fine, but that first game was really long. And because of what that first game had you do, you were playing that content 4 or 5 times before you got to the ending. So the prospect of playing through some of that stuff again is really, really killing me. So, I don't know. I'm going to stick with it. I just got to Chapter 1. I've just started unlocking more jobs. Now I have a healer class. I unlocked this job called, I think it's called Charioteer, where I unlocked a skill where you can triple equip weapons. So you have 2 of them one in each hand, and then 1 in your head slot. So every time I equip, I'm slashing it with 3 weapons. And I have seen that you can unlock a 4th slot, so you use your chest armor as a sword.
Tony Stark will be jealous.
Yeah, exactly. So there's cool stuff like that, and I talked about this a little bit on Pup yesterday, where the thing I like about Final Fantasy V is expanded to multiplicatively in this game, because Final Fantasy V you could mix up 2 jobs, but that was really the limit, where you'd say, oh, I want this job and then the active ability from this other job. The thing about Bravely Default and Bravely Second that I really like is not only can you mix up 2 jobs, where you can say, okay, well, right now I'm going to be Black Mage, but I'm also going to take the stuff I learned from White Mage, but you can also inherit up to 5 skills from any of the classes. So if I want to be, if I want to be a ninja, but I want to equip 4 weapons at once, I can do that by inheriting that skill from this other job. So it really takes that job system and kind of bolts on something really cool on top of it. And one of the things I loved about Bravely Default was how it made battling really easy, and you could turn off random encounters or turn them up if you really wanted to grind. The one thing I ran into new last night that I thought was really cool is I had to go from this one area at the top of this continent all the way down to the bottom. And in between was this one dungeon I had gone through. It's just a forest. When I went to the entrance of the dungeon, it gave me 2 options. One was walk through the dungeon. The other one was just head to the other side. That's so cool, because that dungeon is like a level 1 dungeon. I'm level 10 at this point. All it would be doing is wasting my time going through there. More JRPGs need to say, like, hey man, do you just want to like walk through this thing? Because you're not going to get anything by going back through it. So I think that's pretty cool. I think the Bravely series has done really well at not wasting your time over a really long RPG. Because you're going to be playing this game for 40, 50, 60 hours. Why should you have to walk through a level 1 dungeon again? There's really no reason. So I'm going to keep sticking with it. I'm going to keep playing it. Because I hope that as the game continues to go and as I continue to get more jobs, it's going to keep unfolding and getting better. But I'll see. Keep tuning in to find out. But that's all the games I'm playing. So let's take a break.
What? Is there another 5-job fiesta coming up?
Yeah, when does that happen?
Oh, that just reminded me talking about jobs.
I think it happens in June. It does. 22 days. Oh, yeah. So excited. Is Spec Ops The Line backwards compatible? Doesn't look like it is. God, what an incredible game.
Really, I'm really surprised.
No, it does some stuff. It is genuinely one of the most uncomfortable games I've played also. Just at times asking me to do things that no sane person would do.
But it all made sense in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's good writing.
Well, and it's also too, like, it doesn't glorify war. Like, you're going in and your Dubai has been cut off and there's something horrible going on there, and you have to survive. No matter what you have to do, you have to survive. And there are things you have to do that maybe seem a little bit terrible. Who made this, by the way? Jaeger Development made it.
Oh, The Hunter.
It's really the only game they've made. They made a couple combat simulators, and they're putting out a spaceflight simulator this year called Dreadnought.
It's such a cool word.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's backwards compatible, unfortunately. It's Unreal Engine 3, so I'm kind of surprised. It's also really neat to see Dubai just completely destroyed.
Oh, I hate that dude so much. Yeah, that, so, you know, like Outlook, you can put like a little like logo or picture up.
Yeah.
The idiot I work with put a picture of his face up there, like lounging with a cigar, like on in a gazebo. Oh, you whole.
If I was at my last job, I would have written them up. Put a professional picture or don't put anything up.
Oh, I used the Hyperion H.
Oh, nice.
That H with the exclamation point.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, that's a bummer. That game isn't backwards compatible.
That's got to be sitting at Best Buy somewhere, like in the used bin or something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. How much does Amazon have it for?
I should look that up. Oh, yeah, you're fine, Samps. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, you're a good boy. Yeah.
It's brand new on 360 on Amazon for $13.
Seems about right.
Yeah. It felt really good to play a shooter with keyboard and mouse again. It is $30 on Steam. What? That has to be wrong.
Spec.
No, that's $30. Jeez.
Split $10. Best Buy.
Boom.
6 stores. Let me see. Great Northern. Why is that my home store? Idiot. One or two.
Stupid ass Best Buy.
Oh, my favorite is when I'm ordering stuff from Lowe's at work.
Mm-hmm.
My home store is Xenia, Ohio.
This close.
I have never done a job in Xenia, Ohio. Ever. Alright, well, there's Great Northern. I'll be out that way on Tuesday.
During our break, I'm gonna do some Marvel Academy stuff. Build my robots.
Yeah. I can't believe it's not in Strongsville. That's weird.
Probably going to GameStop and get it used for a song and a dance.
Yeah. But I still don't like spending money there, like, ever.
Yeah. I wish there was one local that was good. I wouldn't really mind spending money if it was like a good group of
yeah, like the employees
dudes and
actually,
ladies
like,
employed
yeah.
there.
Like the people that work there actually care about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Displate. Placed. Come on, John. Fingers. I like that. Display. Make your home awesome.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Make your home awesome.
They do have some really good artwork, though.
Okay, everybody's back on their missions.
What does that say?
I was wondering why our views were so low today. Mother's Day. Right. How dare you spend time with your mothers? Watch us two idiots talk about video games.
That is really cool. Yeah, all the displayed stuff is actually printed on steel.
Oh, wow.
Man, they look cool. Plant a tree. What?
I'm gonna look at their website. I want to see this Gantz thing.
Oh, Berserk?
Oh, the Berserk, yeah.
Oh, good luck trying to find it. It took me forever.
Ugh, this Halo one.
It is...
The Princess Mononoke one is pretty cool.
There's a bunch of Princess Mononoke. It's not in the anime and manga one. Let me scroll down.
That would make sense.
Anime Society. There's 12 displays. They look amazing. Like the one for whatchamacallit, for Death Note is great. It actually has an applicable quote. I am the god of the new world.
That's not bad.
Like, no, that's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, here's... Yeah, that's a cool picture. But yeah,
it's an amazing picture.
That quote by Eden Design. Oh, so are they just printing images that other people are making? Okay. $44 for that isn't that bad.
No.
17 inches by 12 inches. It's pretty big.
Like, all right, look how cool, like if you scroll down, look how cool Unit 1 looks. Ava Unit 1. And the quote is horrendous.
I don't see it on my page.
Keep scrolling down. It should load up.
Yeah, I don't have... Let me just search for it. Oh, wow. There's a super cool one.
There's a bunch of super cool ones.
I'm trying to see which one has a quote on it.
It's in the same thing. If you go to, like, categories... Hold on, let me go back to... Yeah, by category, and it's in Anime Society.
Give me category. Internet's been so slow lately. Okay, why am I not seeing Anime Society? Other landscape, characteristics are Avengers. Weird. It's like I'm getting a totally different site than you are. This is very strange.
Like Touch of Modern.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've tried to talk through that site with other people. And they're like, no, it's like the third one down. No, it's not the third one down.
It's like 30th. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's all right. Oh, God, there was just a D's nuts one. What was the quote?
Oh, the quote was, oh my God, ... Berserker.
That's a line that people make fun of.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh, that Firefly one's really cool. It's the leaf with a Firefly ship in it.
Oh, cool.
Here's one from whatchamacallit. This is great. Oh, these are awesome. All right, there's there's a Statue of Liberty head, and on top it's like a thing that says Pliskins Search and Rescue.
Oh, nice. So for anybody wondering what we're talking about, if you go to displates.com, displates.com.
No, it's this plate.
Displate.
Yes.
They print basically images on steel plates.
Oh,
Seems like the prices are reasonable.
There's this one of the Daleks, and like it's just him wobbling, and then the last one he's falling over. Oh, I need to buy that for Liz. She'll love that.
Oh man,
it's Edgar Allan Poe's head with the Raven. Like his image is made out of the Raven.
Oh, cool. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, it's got amazing artwork on this. You could lose hours in here.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta stop.
All right, I'm ready for the next segment wherever you are.
All right. Oh, hold on, I need to... Damn it, and I just closed showing up.
Every time.
It is like every time I screw this up. One job. It's like Dunkin' Donuts being out of donuts.
You had one job.
It's in the name!
Now what am I going to be dunking?
Nothing. Nothing you're going to be dunking. You're going to love it.
You're dunking air.
Iced coffee?
I do hear they have good coffee.
Their coffee's garbage.
Really?
I don't like it.
I don't know my coffee from Adam anyway.
I just love Mike's Mini Marts. He's got the Dumbway Ebert's machine. It's so good. It's so good. All right. All right, ready in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. We got releases this week for May 9th, 2016. This year's just humming along. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End for the PlayStation 4.
Unsurprisingly reviewing pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog, you done good.
Yeah.
Raiden 5 for the XBO. I haven't played a Raiden game in so long, I might just pick this one up on principle.
I mean, it's good old shmup action.
I know, I haven't played a shmup in so long.
Yeah.
Super Meat Boy for the Wii U.
Coming out, finally.
Yep. And Doom for the PlayStation 4, XBO, and PC.
Really want to see what that turns out to be.
I'm going to buy it sight unseen.
I don't think it's going to review very well.
No, it's not. Like, I watched a video of teens playing the original Doom, and like it's those sounds and like just bringing back all these memories and
doors
just
closing, stuff roaring.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Like this noise and the fireballs.
Yeah.
You know, just that whole world is so much fun. And then they showed at the end of it, they showed a trailer for the new one, and it is so violent.
Oh yeah.
That's coming from me.
Yeah, it is. I think it's funny looking at like the new Doom. I think that is what our parents thought the original Doom was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just... it was funny watching them struggle with no mouse look.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I can't look up or down? Like, what is this? It's like, how do I hit this guy? He's up here. And you just aim in his general direction.
Yeah, it'll take care of it. All right, let's talk about news stories. NVIDIA announces their brand new card, the GTX 1080. Surprisingly, it's twice as fast as the Titan. The Titan is $1,000. This thing is $700.
It is twice as fast.
It's twice as fast. It is faster than 2 GTX 980 cards SLI together.
Is it just because the architecture they did something differently, or?
Yeah, it's I believe it's their very first Pascal based card, where that's their new chipset that they've been working on for I don't know how long, and they spent billions of dollars working on it. And their whole thing was, we want to make a better architecture because the one that's running right now is fine, but we can't get the speeds that everybody really needs out of it without massively re-architecting it.
Right, and the old thing of just upgrading your random access memory.
Right.
Like, it's just that's only going to take you so far anymore.
Right.
Like, what they have to be up to, like GDDR9 or something?
Yeah, exactly. So the interesting thing is they showed 2 games in the demonstration. The first one was Epic Games MOBA Paragon. It was running at 60 seconds locked. GPU clock was at 2.1 gigahertz. Its memory was at 5,500 megahertz. And it was at 67 degrees Celsius on a card that had no cooling. Let that sink in for a second. 67 degrees Celsius with no cooling. Water or air cooled. Nothing. 60 frames per second on a game that's not even out yet.
Wow.
And they then showed, they were playing the new Doom on it, and they showed just regular, they were playing it, 60 frames locked, looks really great. They then uncapped the frame rate and put it on the new Vulkan API. It was at 140 to 200 frames per second.
That's like you reach through the screen and grab it.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
You know, for a little bit less than that price. So.
Well, yeah, and we were talking earlier before I think we started recording about a build price, and like we're just trying to figure out how crazy it is to spend $1,000 on
a day when the first video cards were coming out, and you could get colored lighting and you could get see-through water, and we're just like, it changes everything. There's a brand new world. This is incredible. This seems like potentially one of those types of leaps where you can get a card that, you know, Knobs, you said before the show you're looking at building a machine. You could get a video card for $700, which is more than I think you or I usually spend on cards, but you can get a card that works twice as good as a $400 card.
Yeah.
You know, for a little bit less than that price. So.
Well, yeah, and we were talking earlier before I think we started recording about a build price, and like we're just trying to figure out how crazy it is to spend $1,000 on a video card.
One component.
Just one component would increase your build costs by a third.
Right.
That's absurd to me.
And this video card is out May 27th.
Oof. All right, well, I guess I'm going to hold off on building then.
Yeah, because I think the only question is that, you know, I haven't kept up with PC hardware enough, and that's something I'm trying to do now, is I'm wondering if you'll need anything specific in any of the rest of the components to be able to power this thing. I'm sure you won't have to buy some crazy new motherboard or anything. I'm sure it's still PCIe, but, you know, are you going to have 3 6-pin power connectors, something like that? Who knows? But
how could it eat that much juice?
I don't know. Hopefully it won't.
I mean, if they rebuilt it, it might not even need a power supply.
Yeah, who knows? Wow.
That's interesting.
Let's talk about our next news story. The next Battlefield has been announced. Battlefield 1. Just the snake eating its own tail in a title that just pisses me off out of the gate.
Yeah.
It's Battlefield, the #1. Giant Bomb was right all those years ago. Out October 21st, PC, PS4, Xbox One, and set in World War One. And surprisingly, they're going really realistic. It's not an alternate history World War One. As someone who is enjoying Battlefield 4 a lot, what do you think about it stepping back in time?
I don't know. It's got to be better than Battlefront.
Yeah.
So
It just,
I don't know. I can't imagine
strange.
the arsenal being that big in World War One.
Yeah.
Like there cannot be this many different things that you could have.
Yeah.
Like what are you going to put? Is there like a lantern mount on the front of your gun now instead of a flashlight?
Yeah.
And the machine guns in World War One were horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
They had that French-made one that had that banana clip on it that always jammed. Like I don't know, I like history,
Yeah.
but I can't remember the name of it. It was some French-made thing. There's some politics, and they got the rights to do all this, and for the Allied forces, just got decimated because all these guns were jammed. Like you couldn't clean it, and the magazine case was open.
Weird.
Like it's just ridiculous gun.
Yeah, there's also a 64-person multiplayer, single-player campaign, yada, yada, yada. So,
It'd be interesting to go through World War One, though. I would have to say that.
I'd be interested to see what the campaign is going to be like.
Germans with the spiky helmet.
Yeah. I'm assuming that it's going to be more Battlefield, but kind of you lift out, jets and you put in biplanes.
Yeah, the biplanes look really cool, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that could be... I think that could be kind of cool. It's not one of those things where you want to dismiss it out of hand because it seems weird, but at least they're trying something different, I guess.
Oh man, because this. You know what? I changed my mind. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. You have trench warfare.
That's true.
You have mustard. You have all sorts of gas warfare.
Oh yeah.
Artillery is going to play a huge part in this. And I wonder if I wonder if you gotta have to stage attacks for running across no man's land.
Yeah.
Like this could be, or like you got a shovel and you spend the whole round digging through to get to the next trench.
Yeah.
This could be interesting.
It could be interesting. At least it's something a little bit different than we're gonna push Future Warfare out by another couple years. Because that could have been just Battlefield 5, and it could have been well now it's 2028 instead of 2020.
Yeah.
But. And on the other end of the spectrum, yeah, the new Call of Duty was announced, Infinite Warfare, that pushes that to the absolute opposite end of the spectrum and goes into space with spaceships and everything.
And you fight a giant spider in a third act.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised at how much people hated this announcement. It's like right up there with the new Ghostbusters trailer of like the most hated videos on YouTube at the moment. And it's kind of surprising. It's going to be Call of Duty and it's in space again.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Why am I sticking up for Call of Duty? What weird, bizarre world is this?
I don't know. It looked fun. I mean,
this is a Call of Duty I might play. I love space. I love spaceships.
I do too.
Make me shoot some aliens and call it Dead Space 4 and I'll buy it. That'd be okay.
Give me a line cutter.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, if only. Oh man. PixO in chat says hashtag RIP COD. I don't think either one of those products eats each other's lunch. I think at this point those are so separated that you don't necessarily need to stay on one side of that fight, but I think there's such different experiences at this point, single player or multiplayer, that I don't think they're really competing. I think they're competing for the holiday, but I don't think they're competing for player base.
No.
Yeah. The second round of video games were inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame. We talked, I think it was sometime last year, about the first wave, which there were a bunch of games that made a lot of sense. It was Doom, Pac-Man, Pong, Super Mario Bros., Tetris, and World of Warcraft. This year's games that got inducted were GTA 3, which I think is a really good choice. That's the starting the open world new wave. The first Legend of Zelda, which is a pretty good choice. The very first Oregon Trail.
You all right over there?
Whoop. We have connection problems. Am I still there?
Yeah, I was just you went all pixely on me.
Well, that's just me. Took my shirt off.
And all tinny.
Yeah.
You went on complete max headroom on me.
Yeah. Do I sound okay now?
Yeah.
Do I sound good?
No, you sound far away.
Okay. Well, I am 2,500 miles away.
Well, yeah.
You know.
So
nothing personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the third game is Oregon Trail, which I think we all loved in grade school.
Wait. 1971?
Yeah. That's
Holy cow.
way earlier than I thought.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like 82.
Yeah. I didn't. It says originally appeared on the HP 2100 mini computer. I have no idea what that is.
Nope.
So
I don't know what that is.
That's a little piece of history.
Google that.
Yeah, go investigate. The Sims, the original one, which I think is a really good choice, actually. Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one, which is also a foundational game for that system, and surprisingly, Space Invaders, which I thought would have made it in the first round, but six really good choices. Now, some of the ones that didn't make it were like Elite, Final Fantasy, Minecraft.
Oh my gosh!
Pokemon Red and Green, Tomb Raider, Street Fighter 2. So a lot of really good games that didn't really make the cut, but there's always next year. Vote for them for the third year.
There is. Man, this thing looks horrendous.
Oh, the original version?
That thing's mini. I've seen microwaves smaller than this.
Next news story, Respawn has been working on a Star Wars action-adventure third-person game for 2 years. Respawn is the team that made Titanfall, is making Titanfall 2. I kind of want to see what they're going to do with Star Wars. I think that's a pretty good match. They've shown they can make ground-scale warfare multiplayer and big mechs work. So if there's someone that can make, AT-ATs and people fighting on the ground work at the same time, Respawn seems like that's a pretty intelligent choice there. I'm hoping we see it at E3 though, maybe. All they said was, "Hey, they're working on a Star Wars game. It's third person." So weird. Oh, hey, interconnection problems. Awesome.
I think they could do that after watching what they. Well, I can see what they're doing with that after they were watching. After watching, like a lot of the third-person camera view stuff for Titanfall, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, totally. Next news story. Both Star Wars The Force Unleashed games are backwards compatible on Xbox One. If you haven't played the first one, go pick it up. It's like $5. It's like 6 to 8 hours. It's a really good experience. Ignore that the second one ever happened. Don't buy it.
The second one's just an expansion pack. That's
Basically,
all it is.
You wanted like 2 more hours, 3 more hours. Let's do it. Don't play the second one. It's not as good. The first one's really good. Except for that part where you're pulling down that ship. That I don't figured out how to do that great.
So cinematically, that scene is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Executing is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's really hard to figure out how to do that.
But it is so cool, just bringing down a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Probably one of the best moments in Star Wars. I still want to see someone do that in a movie.